Continuing with the review for Mat 1100, Unit 2 test. In number 7, you're being asked to choose the fraction that is not a unit rate. You're given 4 choices. In choice A, you have the rate 5 pounds for $1. The definition of a unit rate is a rate with a denominator of 1 unit, whatever that unit happens to be. In this case, it's dollars. So this one is a unit rate. In choice B, you are given 65 miles per hour. That's the same thing as 65 over 1. Therefore, there's a 1 associated with the unit in the denominator, so that's a unit rate. Then you get to choice C. You come to the first one that looks different. You have 33 feet every 2 seconds. And because you do not have a 1 in front of the unit in the denominator, that makes this something that is not a unit rate. Choice D was also a unit rate, so this one's the only one that's not a unit rate because they gave you 120 words every 1 minute. Okay, and problem number 8, you're being asked to convert what they've given you, which is 985 miles every 5 days, and they would like you to convert this rate into a unit rate. So you can accomplish this getting a 1 in the denominator, which is what a unit rate is, just by putting 985 divided by 5 in your calculator. 985 divided by 5 is 197. Units are still there. 197 is the same thing as 197 over 1. Now it's in unit rate form. Okay, number 9, you're being asked also to convert the cost that they're giving you into a unit cost to 3 decimal places. Okay, you're given a price of $6.49 for 12 ounces. And if you want this to be a unit rate, you want the bottom to be a 1, which you can accomplish by just dividing, as we did in number 8. So in problem number 9, 649 divided by 12 in your calculator comes out to be 0.541, which I'm taking out to the 3rd decimal place as requested in the directions. The unit at the top is dollars. The unit at the bottom is ounces. And 0.541 is the same thing as 0.541 over 1, so now it is a unit cost because it has to do with money. Okay, number 10. Number 10, you're being given a cost of $198 for which you are getting 4 tires. And again, they want you to express this rate as a unit rate. You want the bottom to be 1. You can get that again by just putting it in your calculator. 198 divided by 4. When you put that in your calculator, you get $49.50. This is the unit on the top. This is the unit on the bottom. 49.50 is the same thing as 49.50 over 1. Therefore, this is now a unit rate. In problem 11, you're being asked to find the probability that when you select the marbles, what is the probability of selecting either a blue or a green marble from the jar? So you can write that symbolically like this. What is the probability of selecting a blue? Or gets translated into plus sign when you're doing probabilities, calculating probabilities. And we want to know probability of selecting a blue or a green marble. There are 16 marbles total in this jar. And probabilities are fractions. The bottom is always the total number of items that you're selecting from, and then the number of favorable outcomes on the top, which in this case, if you're looking to select a blue marble, the number of blue marbles would be favorable outcomes. There are 5 of them. Or is the same thing as plus. Then another probability, again, probabilities are fractions, total on the bottom, and then favorable outcomes on the top. This time the favorable outcomes are green marbles, of which there are 8 of them. When you put these two together, denominators are the same, therefore you can bring them into one single fraction, so you don't add the bottoms, but you do add the tops. And this is your probability of selecting either a blue or a green marble from a total of 16 marbles. Okay, just to give that answer in its exact form without converting it or rounding it off. In problem number 12, they ask what is the probability of getting a spade, selecting a spade from a deck of cards. So there are 52 cards in a deck. There are 4 different suits, and 13 of them are spades. So out of a total of 15 cards, there is 1 suit that has 13 spades in it. So I'll write this. 52 cards total. 13 of those cards are spades. When it says, what is the probability of getting a spade? 13 out of 52. You can reduce that to 1/4. Okay, no need to change it into a decimal unless you're asked to do so, or if you're asked to round or approximate. Okay, moving on to number 13. In problem number 13, you're being asked a question about 2 different kinds of coffee. One called 8 o'clock coffee, and the other one is Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and you're comparing, making a price comparison. So they come in with some price information, letting you know that it is $5.99 for an 11-ounce bag of 8 o'clock coffee. So we'll do $5.99 for 11 ounces. So $5.99 per 11 ounces. But we'll convert this into a unit cost because that's what allows you to be able to make a price comparison. So as we did in problems 8 and 9, we're going to convert this to a unit cost. So the unit cost, where you're getting the denominator to be a 1, you accomplish that by just putting this in your calculator, $5.99 divided by 11. When you do so for that problem, you are going to get 54 cents for every 1 ounce. Okay, this divided by this is 54 cents. 54 cents is the same thing as 54 over 1, so it's 54 cents per ounce. Now doing the price for the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. The cost for that is $6.69 for a 12-ounce package. So if you want to know what the price is based on this information for just 1 ounce, that means again that you're getting a unit cost. You're converting the bottom to a 1. So just put in your calculator $6.69 divided by 12, and you get this time 56 cents per ounce for every 1 ounce. Okay, now that you have 2 unit costs, you can compare these, and you can see that the one that comes in cheaper is this one. So this one is the better buy because it costs less per ounce than this one does. And that takes us all the way to 13.